Hello, this is me, Team Craze, and without spending too much more time on it, I want to go over my video guide to Yukoma Hot Springs or Yukoma Onsen in Musume JP. This is the newest scenario that just came out like a few weeks ago, and after spending like way too much time playing the scenario and like collecting information, I think I've gone pretty much everything that there is to know about the scenario. So how good is the new PAL card Hoshina Kyoko? She is very good, actually. You don't need any limit breaks on her. She's very usable at limit break 0. So you can just instead try and get limit breaks on the Teo card or just any other card you want to grab, like the Mihono Bourbon Power card that's out right now. Outings with her give you a ticket and guarantee super recovery, which we will cover later. Outings also contribute to the drill progress, so you're not left completely shit out of luck when you click an outing. And her passive, which she gets at limit break 0, gives you 2 tickets every time you complete a spring. There are also hags. And hags are very cool. As for what decks are viable inside of the onsen scenario, we have 4 different kinds. 3 are like actually usable, the last one is really not, as you can kind of see from the little bottom text there. 3 out of the 4 of these decks have double speed, because since the speed cap got increased to its maximum, you will need to bring 2 speed cards in order to actually achieve that maximum. But as you can see here, going from left to right, top to bottom, we'll start off with your Sprinted Mile deck. 2 speed, 1 power, 1 guts, 1 wit, and 1 PAL card. Medium has 2 speed, 1 stamina, 1 power, 1 wit, and 1 PAL card. You will have to give up either or for either scenario, because unlike in Design Your Island, you really are not allowed to level all your stats equally, because we're relying on base friendship training again, just like in URA. So you will have to drop a card in order to sufficiently level up all the rest of the stats. Which, if you also want to like make your Uma really stupid and not have her activate that many skills, you can also go witless. 2 speed, 1 stamina, 1 power, 1 guts, and 1 friend card, PAL card. It's not really recommended for PvP because you are going to need to activate a ton of skills to get better positioning, but hey, if you want to just like chase ranks, then this is your rank chasing deck here. And then returning from Design Your Island is Highlander, which unfortunately is just really not that good because it just really doesn't let you level any stat like effectively, essentially. Like sure, you level it equally, but you're really not getting as much value as you could out of all the stats if you drop to like any one of the cards. Before you start a run in onsen, there are some pre-preparations that you probably should be doing. For one, your parent sparks do matter. Ideally, one of your parents should be running not a collective of 9-star speed sparks and 9-star of whatever secondary spark you want, like track type, distance, or running style. But then especially the second parent should be running 3-star speed and 6-star power sparks with a 9-star like other secondary spark you want, like again track type, distance, or running style. And then second off, using a ticket before a career race is very important. As you can see here in the picture from Seriru, you lose quite a lot of, well, not quite a lot, but you do miss out on bonus SP by not having your BAF ticket buff before going into a race. So despite what some guys may be telling you to not use your tickets before a race, you absolutely should. And if you don't, you are hurting yourself, and you're not going to be able to get that like 6k, 7k skill points that you should be getting by the end of your career. Do note as well, though, that if you were trying to do these for your scheduled or your like non-career races, the bonus will not take effect. It will only take effect for your career/goal races. So please keep that in mind. And now on this slide, here's some dig routes that me and a few others have been using to get our runs going. The first one on the left is for if you're running medium/long. The middle one is for obviously if you're not running a wit card. And then the one on the right is for if you're running sprint/mile. If you're worried about the tools and like what you should level, you really shouldn't worry about it because the game does a generally good job of assigning the correct tool for the right spring. Like, you know, if it's like sand, soil, or like whatever. But if you really want to min-max that, you can absolutely experiment with different tools, but generally you probably should just stick with the auto tool selection that the game gives you. Let's talk about the scenario mechanics. On the left, you can see a training taking out 48 points off a total of 400 points of the of a spring here, and you can also see the icon for the bath tickets to get boosted recovery and bonus effects. And this is what I was talking about in the other slide, where each of the tools corresponds to the appropriate layers. Earth layer, I guess you could say. The two prong looking things is sand, you got the drill for soil, and then you got like a rock drill that I just like do not know what looks like. And then jumping to the other slide, what the bath ticket actually does is that it won't consume a turn, and when you use it initially, it'll give you 35 energy plus 1 motivation plus 10 bond gauge to the lowest cards that don't have much bond gauge, and will heal some negative effects. And then the turn afterwards, you'll still have the plus 10% training bonus and minus 20% failure rate. If you manage to get a super recovery, either by doing Kyoko's dates or like through like getting lucky, you'll gain an additional 20 energy on top, plus 100 SP. You'll also get 2 random skill hints, and if you manage to recover energy past your energy limit, it'll recover up to 150 energy. Before I go on to explain more of the mechanics of onsen, I figure you should be informed about what the actual springs do. As you can see here, the blue spring gives you 15% speed, speed friendship bonus, and 20% power friendship bonus. The pink one gives you stamina friendship bonus plus 20% and guts friendship bonus plus 20%. The green one gives you wit gives you plus 20% wit friendship bonus and plus 30% stats from all training goals, which is the one that matters the most because that's the one that lets you gain bonus SP from your career races. Going from the left to the right, the kind of pinkish purplish one they're all basically almost the exact kind of same almost. This one gives you like more speed bonus, like a stronger speed bonus, and gives you hint rate. The orange one gives you, what is it? More power bonus, more guts bonus. The bright red one gives you more stamina bonus, but also reduces your energy cost. While the kind of blurple one gives you more wit bonus and also gives you 60% stats from training goals. Again, very important. The combo blue, purple, and red one will give you more stats in all of your like stats, but also if you have at least 5 types of supports, 3 more copies will appear in training. So this is like kind of like a cloning thing, where as you go along with your training, a duplicate of your support cards will appear in a random facility, and it'll help you boost your friendship trainings. And then the legendary spring, which you should always be trying to do no matter what, plus 80% stats from training goals. Again, very, very, very important that you pick this up so that you can gain your bonus SP. And then lastly, on the chopping block for scenario mechanics, the bathing party. As you complete springs, you will gain bonus effects from the bathing party at the end of every single year. And it goes in order like this. 1 spring will give you nothing. 3 springs will give you plus 40% specialty priority, and an additional skill hint, making 2. 5 springs will give you 70% specialty priority, and now 3 skill hints. 6 springs will give you 100% specialty priority, and now 4 skill hints. 7 springs, which kind of needs the legendary spring from the last slide, will give you 120% specialty priority, and a total of 6 skill hints. And it also guarantees your super recovery, which, you know, as we've gone over, is a very important thing to be grabbing. And saving the worst for last, the PR button. It's kind of useless. It kind of sucks. I've really only found the use for it if like I have like 5 dig points left or like whatever, like it'll actually fulfill and like I don't already have tickets. But otherwise, like you should be having a surplus of tickets from constantly doing Kyoko dates and stuff like that, that like you really only should be clicking the PR button at most once in your entire career. And that's kind of everything I want to say for the onsen guide. I know this is kind of abrupt and I know it's kind of short. I spent quite a while actually making these slides, but I didn't really have a lot to say, so it kind of is what it is. But if all goes well, if all goes super well, and friendship training doesn't absolutely screw you over, you should be able to end off with at least maybe like a UB, or if you're like really lucky, you can grab like a UB6, a UB7, or even a UA. It all really kind of depends on your luck. I'm just giving you the tools to fight the roguelite element that is Musume. So I wish you the best of luck in your runs, and that's everything. I'll see you all next time.